Hello and welcome to the Three Brothers Grimm. I'm Tim Grimm, and welcome to another episode of After Work Logs. Today we're going to be talking about the topic of anime, subbed versus dubbed. Yes, now, I don't know what type of person you are, but me personally, I will watch either. But it kind of depends on either where I start watching the anime or the voice actors that I prefer. Now, the only reason why I say this is because my favorite anime is Soul Eater, and I have listened to an episode of the Japanese voice actors, and I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan, but that's probably because I started watching Soul Eater in English. Now, that being said, I have also watched Bleach and Naruto, which are very popular, westernized popular animes most people saw on Toonami in English. I watched them online in Japanese, or at least I've watched all of Bleach and a good portion of Naruto. I will never switch to English for either of those shows. Ever. It's just not going to happen. So, usually for me, it just kind of comes to, okay, well, what did I watch? What did I watch it in first? Because right now I'm watching that time I got reincarnated as a slime. And most of you are like, oh, you're watching English, right? No, 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 no. I'm watching it in Japanese right now. I'm watching it in subbed, not dubbed. So I will likely never watch this show in English then, as it stands because of that. The other thing is, the only reason why I think people don't really like the subbed very much versus the dub is because they actually have to read while watching the show. And me, I don't really have a problem with reading while watching. So, I'm not a Japanese speaking person. I've tried to teach myself with literally no success whatsoever. I think I've learned like 3 or 4 words and maybe a couple of numbers, but that's about it. So, I need to go over my stuff again, but that's neither here nor there. I think the reason people don't is just because they don't want to read. But the thing is, you're also missing a lot of the subcontext if you go to dubbed versus the sub, because the Japanese translation, might be completely different from what the dub is. So you're missing some stuff. And then also they change things so that it makes more sense in the context of, the Western culture that's watching it. I'm sure if you were to watch it in Spanish or I don't know. I've really only ever seen it in other languages, and Spanish is like the main one. But I'm sure you could probably find some of these shows in Russian or I don't know, Scottish or Irish or something like that. I'm sure you can find them somewhere. But they changed the dubbing to basically fit the context of wherever you're from. So they might say one thing in Japanese and say something completely different in English. So you're never going to get that full context. But you don't necessarily care. So yeah, that's just kind of my 2 cents about sub versus dub. If you guys prefer subbed, let me know in the comments. If you guys prefer dub, leave it in the comments. And of course, for both, tell me why. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.